What up, YouTube? It is the Hood Historian Dundee giving y'all a video on King James, because you have no idea who this man is. Most people don't have any idea who the real King James is. So let's break it down. King James' real name is King Iacobus, y'all. King Iacobus, as you can see in the money on the right side, you can see it says Iacobus. Now, this is how they got the name Jacob and the term Jack, right? This is how we get the term Union Jack from the flag that was created by so-called King Iacobus. Now, this is why they use the term Jack. It's code for Jacob, which is the same thing as Iacub, aka Iacobus. A lot of people do not know that. They don't want you to know that. This is the real identity of King James, alright? Now, Jack is short for Jackson. Excuse me. Jack is short for Jackson, and is also short for Jacob. So they take this Jack and create Jackson, which Jackson means son of Jack. So that's what I was trying to say. Jackson is the son of Jack, which is the son of Jacob, which is the son of Iacobus. So the person last name Jackson is the son of Jacob. All right, name change, double speak, y'all. This is double speak, more meanings. All right, this has multiple meanings. So the name Iacobus, Jack, this is ambiguity. This is how they hide stuff too. Palatalization. Alright. Now, this flag is also created from, they say, Scotland, England, and Ireland. Now, they were not speaking English, so the names were not English then. They were called Scotlia Anglia Irlandia, right? So they didn't have English names on the map. And they don't teach this to the kids over there in Europe. I don't think they even know this. They are taught English versions of the same land masses, y'all. They are given English names. The UK speaks English now. So they're not taught Latin things. Like, why? Why is Latin dead language? Is this the reason? Did the conquerors want to hide something? Alright, so this is King James. I'm darkening him up. I was just playing around. But going into showing you the guy's predecessors, y'all. Now, this is why this stuff makes no sense. Well, not make no sense. This is why it needs to make sense to people of color in the Americas. These are the odds. A lot of people in time always taught that white people this, white people that, white people is over the so-called black man, and white people run this and all that. No, bro. The people who were running the Holy Roman Empire were of color. This is why this is so important. This is why I'm really trying to put this video out here real hard, trying to have enthusiasm putting out stuff like this, because it is not fun. It is really boring, but it is very important. Now, a lot of people might find it boring. Some people gonna find it interesting, but I'm doing it for those some people. I'm going hard for those people who gonna find it interesting. But these are the predecessors, y'all, to the so-called kings, right, of Europa. These Germans, they are the predecessors. So all, like I told you, all of the kings in England, Spain, Scotland, Italy, Germany, they all have Dutch culture. German, Dutch culture. All the elites, they carry the Dutch culture. You see the roughs and how they dress. See, the place was called Anglia, as in for Anglo-Saxon, right? It was not called England yet. They were not speaking English. Scotlia Edinburgh right under it. That's where this man was born. Now, he was born there to take that place over. He was born there as infiltration, right? So he was advised to do what to do to take that place over. As you can see, throwing up his sign, as it's the same sign a lot of them have. I'm gonna keep going through. At the same time, a lot of them throw up, but we're gonna keep it moving. Alright, so, oh yeah, check that out. The colons. Colones. Alright. Let's get into it. So, this guy here pretty much was working for the Holy Roman Empire, holding the antiquity of the time that they learned from the holy schools, or the worldly schools that they were going to. Now, they were just basically taking things over. That's all they was doing, y'all. Renaming stuff, taking stuff over. And I'm proving it to you going through these pictures. So, King James, or King Iacobus, pushing this Bible, his name was Hebrew. And I'm guessing it was later considered a Latinized, but it's AKA Roman. So I found out that from Google.com, when you Google Iacobus' name, you pretty much just get the money. It just tells you that it was a former gold coin of England issued by James I, or Iacobus I. So the money was pretty much named after him. Keep that in mind, how important that is. Googling the term only takes you to the monetary fact to let you know that these guys' name transforms into businesses, right? The kings are pretty much businesses, and the lands are pretty much businesses as well, right? Anglia, it was pretty much a business. Now, breaking down the Bible, this man pretty much started pushing. It's pretty crazy. It's got a lot of Freemason symbology in it if you pay attention. Remember, we broke down the Peru map and we saw the personifications all lined up around the whole map of Peru. This is designed sort of similar, in the same form, in the same fashion. I also see sacrificial animals right here at the bottom. That's an animal being sacrificed, or about to be sacrificed. That is these guys writing the books, and you can see the books on the side. And this is pretty much, Freemason symbology. You see the sun, the moon, and you see Hebrew sign right in the middle with the colon on the bottom, and the T, if that's supposed to be representing something else, with the slash. But that was in Christopher Columbus' sigil as well, that slash and the colon. So I find it very interesting, y'all paying attention. These marks, they're not just random marks. All of that stuff means something. So King James pretty much pushing, and they let you know that it's Hebrew origin, or else they wouldn't have put the Hebrew in it. Now, you don't see the colons in this one, but yeah, pay attention. This applies to the so-called black people of Americas, because this is how they enslaved you. This is slavery, i.e., this is the real slavery. They did not come with chains. They came literally changing the way you thought, by controlling, by coming down, and straight up G's, straight up gangsters. Now, that's really what I'm about to get into now. This pushing of the Bible is pretty much how you get any gang culture, and pretty much like crime and organization inside and infiltrate a place, allegedly, right? Allegedly. But I'm gonna get into that. We're gonna break down how they got this place they was living in real fast before this video over with. Just want to show y'all a lot of this symbology, a lot about how King James got this Dutch culture and how they all represent the same thing. Once again, this is that map of Peru showing you at the bottom of the map of Peru, the Dutch, German, Holy Roman guy throwing up the Baphomet stance, aka Freemason stance, and showing you King Iacbus with the Dutch attire, again, Holy Roman Empire attire, and they are all part of the same entity, y'all. All a part of the same thing, y'all. And you guys need to know this. You guys need to know this. Once again, this is King Iacbus in German attire. This is Dutch, German attire, y'all. So, let me see, we 11 minutes in. How do I want to put this video? Alright, so basically, these are the King Iacbus and other kings of the time, like this guy. These are the founders of the gangs. These are the true founders of all the street crime and stuff. Pretty much, basically. This is why everything was hit in conceptualism and palatalization, because if you start breaking down everything about where these guys truly came from, you'll figure out that they are pretty much tied to all of the gangs, and I mean the top ones, the big mobs, the big cartels, pretty much all the human trafficking, all of the big dope movement, all the big gun, money laundering, all of this stuff comes from these people. The whole organization of a crime organization stems from these people. Organized crime, heavily, I'm talking about detailed, sophisticated, organized crime comes from these people, y'all. Invading lands, taking over lands. The Dutch Holy Roman Empire, y'all. These are the OGs. I'm showing you, they throwing up their gang sign. They showing you their signs, they paying homage, they got the symbols. You know what I'm saying? They got the attire, they got the colors, they move just like gangs do. So I'm gonna do a video on how these guys took over abbeys, on how they pretty much took over stuff that wasn't theirs, and how they pretty much put people down into the game, and how you are pretty much born into these gangs, these bloodlines. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break down all this stuff. So that's pretty much what it is. This is the Hood Historian, Dundee, breaking down the true aspect of King James, pretty much Dutch, German, of the Holy Roman Empire, y'all. He was not Anglican. He was not English. Alright? James Iacbus, y'all. Iacbus. He was not English or Anglican. Not sure if he was even an Anglo-Saxon, but stay tuned for more videos and more breakdowns. We're going to get into how these guys took over actual buildings and how they took over the abbeys coming up soon. Alright, appreciate y'all for sticking with me. This is Dundee, the Hood Historian. I'm out.